What's up? Hey everybody. I look weird. Anyway, ear training 357. What does that mean? Um, yeah, so a lot of you heard of the ear training 101, music production 101, and these all are great things, great concepts. And right now I want to talk a little bit a different approach towards ear training that I did personally and I still do a lot, and which helped me to improve really a lot in my making music. By the way, I want to recommend Rick Beato channel and his ear training, because Rick Beato channel in general is awesome, and yeah, his approach towards so many things you can learn so fast, so quickly. So I recommend checking him out first, because what I'm doing here is a bit different. Maybe it could be a bit harder, but yeah. So let's say you already went through Rick Beato's 101 training. You already have you know what differences between intervals. You can pick up even chords maybe. So the way I do approach ear training towards my making of music, so let's say I want to recreate a piece of track, and I think that recreating a piece of music serves a really good purpose in understanding like structural elements, understanding understanding rhythm, understanding how sections change and which sections repeats itself, and etc. etc. So let's say I want to make a cover or a recreation of particular music, and right now I'm talking more about cinematic epic music, but this applies to every genre more or less. So you take a piece of music, so you take, let's say right now I'm kind of in the process of making a Linkin Park Numb cover in an orchestral setting. So the way I'm doing it, it's very simple. I just listen to original track, take my guitar or take something that you play with, or if you don't play, if you just use DAW, you can use your mouse as a weapon or whatever. Anyway, you listen to music and you start dissecting song in the sections. So 357, I don't know why I said 357, it could be any number you like, but you dissect you dissect big chunks of sections. So usually, let's say in rock music, there are a rhythm, so usually drums or some percussive elements. Then there's stuff like bass, yeah, guitar, rhythmic parts or lead part, and vocals, and you dissect, first of all, dissect the whole piece structurally, what's going on, which part is which part. And the same thing applies for any other genre, I think. You can dissect every genre in the different parts. So let's say orchestral music, it might sound way more complicated, but when you dissect it, when you take, okay, this is rhythm, well, what's going on in rhythm, right? This is going on. So then you go in into harmony. Let's say strings are playing harmony, chords per se. So you say, okay, there's harmonic part there, and then lead part. Maybe there's more things going on, maybe some textural elements and more of that, but just structurally analyzing what's going on will make it way easier to how do you say, rearrange or recreate the sound. So I think when talking about a bit more complicated things, so let's say we talk something like He's a Pirate by Hans Zimmer. And by the way, Alex Mukala did this, and you can check out his video on how he recreated and his process. And by the way, great channel for orchestral music making. But coming back to the point that you dissect the music in different sections, and then you try to recreate each section as much as you can. And usually, then things start to fall into place on its own. It doesn't seem so alien anymore once you have this sort of like a structural approach towards recreating and making music. And why I call this ear training? Because you are relying purely on your ear. You're developing skills in terms of separating elements, focusing on one element instead of others and stuff like, and the whole composition and structure of things on its own too. So this works as a multi-purpose tool, not only for ear training, but this will teach you so many valuable and great techniques of or orchestration or of structure or of songwriting or melody, counter melody writing, all of this. So I think it's such a valuable tool to learn, to try to recreate other people's music and structurally dissect what's going on. And this will serve not only as an ear training tool, but also as a compositional arrangement, structured based type of learning, which is very, very underrated, I think. So yeah, so this is my approach towards ear training. And if you want to, I think this is one of the fastest ways you can grow as a composer, as a musician, as anything. This is just my approach, you know. I've been doing music for a bit more than 2 years, and I'm still not a professional. I still, you know, I'm still trying to make myself the musician I want to see myself being. But this particular tool, I think, led to the most of my growth up to date. And right now I'm able to live out of music, which is a gift, you know, and I know not many people could say that they are able to do that. And yeah, I hope this video works as an encouragement and also a bit of a challenge for you to try it out. And yeah, I think I think this video is short, but I hope I got to you what I was trying to address. And also one more thing, yeah, I might do a separate in-depth analysis of how I do that, of how I recreate something, or I create some, like, I talked about how I'm trying to make a Linkin Park cover now, and I'm making cinematic cover, so I'm not completely copy-pasting the parts, but in order to in order for a piece to work, I need to do that first, in a sense. So maybe I will take you through my process of one of the songs in the future. I know this might be a long, could be even 8-10 hour stream or video or whatever, but yeah, I really love this approach, and I think you will really grow fast using this kind of ear training method. It's more or less like a transcription, like you basically transcribing, but you're not transcribing on a piece of paper, you're like applying it directly. And also on top of that, if you're playing, let's say, piano or guitar, this will like develop that skill set of playing what you hear in your mind. So you do it more and more, and you will like pick up things quicker and quicker. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Keep learning, keep growing, and be the best musician as a person that you can be. And talk to you soon, right? Cool. See ya.